So good afternoon from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'm here for the late night riding. It's the 30th of October and it's a Saturday and it's late night riding. So it's 10 till 10 today. They've also got various different Halloween theming around. However, it's not really a dedicated Halloween event unlike Fort Park and Alton Towers. However, they do have Journey to Hell, which is sort of their own Halloween event, which I did go to yesterday, and there'll be a full review on the way within the next few weeks. With that event, it's the only second year of Journey to Hell, and to be honest, there's a lot to be improved. However, there was a lot good to it. So yeah, check out the channel and watch out for the channel for when that video is posted. However, today I'm here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I'll tell you what, there is not a lot of people today here. I mean, I started this vlog at about 6 o'clock, and of course park hours are 10 till 10 today. The big one's going around. I know that Grand National currently isn't operating. It hasn't been operating for a couple of weeks now, a bit like the Smiler at Alton Towers Resort. But you can see behind me, they've got these various different Halloween theming props. And yeah, I'm gonna have a good day. I have been in the park since about 11 o'clock, so I have done a few rides, and I thought I'd pull out the camera and do a little late night riding vlog. So as the sun sets, we'll be going on the various different rides and attractions that Pleasure Beach has to offer. However, the queue times today, they're looking all right. I mean, they're not looking too busy. I actually did late night riding back in 2019, and I'll tell you what, that was a very crammed day. However, of course, we're still in the COVID-19 pandemic. They still are reducing capacity, and I tell you what, the queues on the app, I know that they don't update the app very well. However, the queues on the app don't look too bad. 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour for big one as well. But yeah, I think we're going to kick off our day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach late night riding with a great ride on Avalanche. And of course, face masks aren't necessary for any of the rides, attractions or indoor areas here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. However, I'm going to be checking out the Halloween theming as well. However, there's not really much, but however, there's a really good photo opportunity with this huge giant witch just there, and you can see Tango Ice Bars going around it behind me. However, we're going to kickstart our day with Avalanche, this being a bobsleigh coaster, so we'll head over there and do Avalanche. So here we go then, we're in the queue for Avalanche. Not too big of the queue, we've just got this bit of a cattle pen, and then of course you make your way up the stairs and then you're into the station. Now from this I'll probably say it's about a 40-minute queue time, maybe 50 minutes at a push. This one does get quite a big queue due to the amount of trains, and obviously only the maximum of 2 people per car for this one. You can see the people in here, but yeah, it does get quite big queues due to there only being 2, you know, the style of the ride. You can only have 2 people per car, and of course maybe someone's just coming a single. But yeah, there we go, Avalanche, about 50-minute queue time, not bad at all really. I mean, just look at the sunset here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Honestly, you can get, this park is so scenic and you can get so many great, you know, Instagram shots or whatever. But yeah, look at the big one hills over here. They just look fantastic with the sunset in the background. And of course, before we know it, we'll be doing late night riding, or we'll be riding Big One in the dark alongside Icon and many other rides. But yeah, look at all this sunset here. It just look fantastic. Get some really nice pictures here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it's crazy how they can fit so many coasters, rides, attractions, all in such a small acre park. I mean, it's tiny really when you think about it, and they fit a whole Nickelodeon Land, and they fit many larger attractions and rides in Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And I just find that is how crazy it is that they can fit so many in such a small area. And I mean, I went on Pleasure Beach, the Pleasure Beach train, the Pleasure Beach Express earlier, and really just soaking up some of the views that you get from that brilliant train ride. But there you go, there's some views. So there we go, just queued about 40 minutes there for Avalanche. Not too bad at all for that bobsleigh roller coaster. With that, it's quite deceiving really, because the queue does look quite big. However, once you get in the station, they are pumping those trains out. It's a 2-train operation on there, which is not too bad at all. And there's 3 operators, one scanning your barcode, which I'll explain in a little bit. One checking the trains. one checking the restraints and one in the envelopes, so that's not too bad at all really. With Blackpool Pleasure Beach now, you do get, when you get your e-ticket, you do get like a little barcode on the e-ticket, and at every ride you do have to scan that. Sometimes they operate that, or sometimes they just turn the barrier on and it automatically spins around. But yeah, you will need the QR code for your e-ticket. Quite handy little tip there as well. If you do, what's quite handy is, sorry, the QR code at the bottom of the e-ticket, if you screenshot that and then set it as your wallpaper, where as soon as you turn your phone on, if you forget, you can just turn your phone on and you can scan it straight away, and there you go. There's no faffing about with trying to get your e-ticket out. But yeah, next we're going to head to Steeplechase. This is the only type of this ride in the whole world, not just in the UK, in the whole world. Steeplechase, of course, you sit on the horsey, you have a seatbelt that comes over, and then you basically just gallop around. It's a really unique ride. It's the only one in the UK. So next, let's head to Avalanche. It's a fantastic, not Avalanche, sorry, Steeplechase, the only one of its type in the UK. But I tell you what, the atmosphere in this park is absolutely fantastic. I tell you what, look at some of the views that you can get here, and there's loads of great photo opportunities as well. I mean, look at that. You can see the big one in the distance, Avalanche here. But yeah, this park is one of the most beautiful parks in the whole UK for getting night rides done and brilliant pictures. Not too bad for Steeplechase then. All we've got to do is get up these stairs, go across, and then we're in the station. With Steeplechase, they actually load it 3 horses per time. You won't be able to pick if you go with a family member. They just sort of load you depending on, of course, the sections, and it's quite hard to time if you have a friend or family member. So yeah, you're quite lucky if you do get to race your partner, or of course get on with your friend or family member. But yeah, we've just got to go up here, round, down, and then you'll be able to pick your horse and head out of Steeplechase. From this, I'd say it's probably about a 30-minute queue time, which is not too bad for Steeplechase. Been on Steeplechase, not too bad of a queue there, only about 40 minutes, so that's not too bad at all. If you do want to ride it with a family member, then it is going to be quite difficult. However, you can try and space yourselves out and let people go in front of you, but it is a bit of a hassle. And to be honest, it's probably just better to go one horse together, and then you can have a little bit of fun, because it is quite a fun ride to do, honestly. You get slapped against the bars and the braking is so hard on it, but it's so unique, you've got to come and do it. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend, you know, trying to get so you're all in a row and race each other. It is really, really hard to do that. However, it was a great ride, and if you're thinking with fast tracks you can do that, then you can't, because they only operate 1 horse for fast tracks. So fast tracks will only get the horse closest to the fast track entrance. But yeah, a unique ride there, the only one in the whole entire world, which is interesting really, and it's here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I guess that's the closest we're going to be getting to a single rail coaster. I know that Six Flags have got is announced a Wonder Woman. That will be coming very, very soon, I think. It's the longest single rail coaster in the world, I think, on that one. We have to search that out. I'm not totally sure with America parts. I know a lot about UK parts, but not about America parts. But yeah, Steeplechase, definitely one to do in the dark, and it was absolutely brilliant if you come to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And off he goes on his little motorbike. I'm surprised it can carry him, to be honest. It is electric. There he goes. And off he drives into the far distance of Pleasure Beach. So doesn't Blackpool Pleasure Beach look absolutely brilliant in the night? You've got the big one in the distance, you've got Infusion. Not a great ride, but it does look good. You've got Big Dipper, you've got the dome, you've got everything here. And I mean, doing the fountains look absolutely fantastic. Of course, they do the light show every 30 minutes, I think it is, or an hour, something like that. But yeah, with the red lighting, the ambience of the park, the roaming actors over there, it just looks absolutely fantastic. And the park actually over here doesn't look too busy at all. But yeah, you can just see the pathways are empty over here. I think everyone's gone to Big One and Icon. That over here it's going to be quite quiet, and I'm hoping that bit, not Big One, Tango Ice Blast has quite a short queue, because everyone's gone to Big One, Icon, Infusion and whatnot down there. But yeah, hopefully the queue for this isn't too big. Oh,
you let me in.
River Caves, there's barely any queue then, just that little bit, and you're onto your boat. I'd probably say about 10 minutes for that, which is not too bad at all. But instead of going on Tango Ice Blast, because it did have a little bit of a queue, and to be honest, it's only an S&S shot and drop. I've done many of them before. I thought, what about Big Dipper? I don't think I've done this ride in the dark for a few years now, so it'd be quite good to get back onto it. But I thought I'd mention here now, come on Blackpool Pleasure Beach, let's get the River Caves facade back up to what it used to be. They used to have like a hut there with characters. There used to be a waterfall coming down there, and this River Cave sign was looking a lot better. But yeah, hopefully in the next few years Blackpool Pleasure Beach can restore that to what it used to be. But anyway, oh, here's a werewolf again. There we go. Yeah, anyway, next is Big Dipper, which, to be honest, I've had a little look at the queue times on the app. It's only about 30-minute queue, so not too bad at all for Big Dipper. 30 minutes, it's not bad. I'll probably just wait it, and then we'll definitely want to do tonight Icon, big one. And I went in Infusion this morning, and it wasn't bad at all, really. Just keep your head to the side, and you'll be all right. But yeah, next, it's time for Big Dipper. Here we go then in the Big Dipper queue time. You can just see the queue there, and it's not too bad at all, really. Only about a 30-minute queue. Next year, this will be turning 100 years old, making it one of the oldest roller coasters here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We'll wait this, of course, once again, face masks are only recommended, and it's only about a 30-minute queue, and they're running 2 trains today. On Big Dipper, not too bad on that actually. Starting to get a little bit cold though, the air's starting to get cold, so I put on my lovely Icon hat here. I got this a few years ago actually. But yeah, Big Dipper, not too bad at all. Only around a 30 to 40 minute queue, which is not too bad at all. When it's running 2 trains, they do get people through that pretty quickly. But anyway, next it's time to head on the tallest roller coaster in the UK. That means this must be only one, and that is the big one. It's located at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's the tallest roller coaster in the UK, and it's known for its blue support beams and its red track. It's had some retracking work once again. Oh, here comes Icon. It's had some retracking work once again in the close season last year. It had some retracking work. So hopefully we'll have quite a smooth ride on it today. It's night time, it's got the fog lights on, it's also got the lift hill lights on. If you came to the Journey to Hell nights, you'll know that it's called the Big Abreth, which means there's no lights on it, so you get to ride Big One in the complete pitch black. However, it's not Journey to Hell today, so they have got the lights on. But yeah, next is time to have a night ride on the Big One, and I tell you what, the queue is not looking nice. It's coming out all in the extended queue line, all in the cattle pen. So to be honest, I know it's going to be quite a long queue, probably over an hour for this one, looking at the queue over there, but we'll get a little bit of a close-up shot to see the Big One's queue. So here we go, this is the Big One queue. You can see it's quite a long queue. It's not coming throughout all this extended queue line, however it is coming there. So it's going to be a big queue, of course it's expected. It's late night riding, it's near to Halloween, so it's expected. You can't come to a theme park and not expect queues. However, yeah, it's quite a big one here today. Shuts at 10 till 10 today, so we've got plenty of time to queue up and ride this absolutely brilliant roller coaster. It's the tallest in the UK, and yeah, I'm really excited to get on it. But yeah, we'll just get in here and queue straight away, and then I think we'll ride the Beauty, and it's very, very smooth, and then I think we'll ride Icon. This is a double launch coaster. It's the only one in the UK, and of course it's manufactured by Mack. But yeah, first we're going to head on this aerodynamics coaster, that of course being the Big One. been on the big one, the aerodynamics coaster, and once again, it was quite a rough ride, but it's always enjoyable on the big one. Like, I think it gets a lot of hate. I mean, the first drop is absolutely brilliant. I mean, while the other bit of the layout doesn't have any inversions, it's still very, very fun, and you do get quite a lot of airtime on a good ride on that. I was right, I think I was second to last carriage on that, so it was quite rough. However, you know, it's always a good ride on the big one, but definitely, if you can, definitely try and queue up for the front row, which is an operation. You can queue for front row, which is always good for the big one, especially if it's your first time. You want to try and get on the front row, because back row is pretty rough and it may hurt your head. You might need to get the paracetamols out. But yeah, next up, it's Icon. It is in the extended queue lines, you can just see down there. It is in the extended queue line, so it's going to be quite a long wait. We only queued around about an hour for for big one. So this is probably about the same, but this is a queue eater. Hopefully it's on 3 trains today, like it was the other week when I came here. But yeah, hopefully it's on 3 trains, and this will eat the people up, and we'll hopefully get on very, very soon. But big one, it was a fantastic ride. Only running 2 trains today, but it's very rare to see big one on 3 trains. But yeah, this Mack coaster is of course Icon. Let's head on to it. So there we go, I've just been on Icon. Worth mentioning, it's around about an hour and a half queue as well. I was towards the front of the train as well, so got a great ride on there. I love when you can see just the track in front of you, and when you go through the inversions, it was a fantastic ride. Also worth mentioning, Big Dipper, Infusion, they were all open today. Around about a 40-minute queue, which is not too bad for these two. I mean, Big Dipper, I love the ride, it was a great ride. And Infusion, Vekoma SLC, that's all I'm going to say, Vekoma SLC. But yeah, it's been quite a chilly today. We've had rain, and then we've had sun, and then we've had rain, then we have sun. But now it's not raining, it's just very, very cold. I've got my gloves on, and I've also got my hat on. But yeah, Big One and Icon are just finishing up their last rides, and then that's it. It's 10 PM, the park is starting to close, many of the food outlets are shut. However, the park is still active at the front. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the toilet, show a few more shots of the park, and then I think I'll wrap up the vlog here from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So here we go then, I've come to the front of the park, where of course Blackpool Pleasure Beach isn't really for theme lighting. It's not a theme park, it's an amusement park of course. But yeah, I don't think theme lighting would go very well here. I mean, I don't know, it's just classic to have the white fog lights in here. I don't think it'd go well with like red lighting or anything, but don't these flying machines look absolutely beautiful? I mean, they've got all those fairy lights on and stuff. Of course, that being the oldest ride here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And I mean, they're absolutely stunning. I mean, they're not the most thrilling of rides, it is a family ride. However, it's really good. You can get some really nice views of Blackpool Pleasure Beach from up on the flying machines. And I mean, the lighting package on there is absolutely brilliant. Alongside that, you've also got Tango Ice Blast standing tall and proud just there. And I mean, doesn't this area look absolutely fantastic? Of course, so we are in October, so the Blackpool illuminations are shining all there. I can get a really good view of them from the top of the Big One just over there. But yeah, all the rides are closed now. Icon and Big One have finished their last runs, and I thought I'd just, you know, soak up the atmosphere. The arcade's still open, just wait here until they really, you know, shove me out. But yeah, there we go. The flying machines are standing there proud, the oldest ride at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and they're still standing. So here we go, here's Valhalla. It won't be long until we get back in this, reimagining for 2022. I assume it's going to open when the 2022 season starts, or it might open ready for the summer, I'm not too sure, but hopefully the gods are nearly finished reimagining, really. It's been a long time, and it's my favourite water ride here in the UK. It has fire, water effects and much more. It's an overall fantastic log flume, and I hope to get in it very soon. It's a 3-drop special, this one, and one is one where you go down backwards. But yeah, I hope to have these waterfalls running again soon, and hopefully we can get inside Valhalla once again. But you've still got this statue standing out there and all these posters from 2020 just saying that the gods are reimagining, but hopefully we can get back in it very shortly. So there we go, I wrapped my day up from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, just outside the Noah's Ark building. Of course, that was a previous walk-through attraction before it was turned in to the park entrance. But yeah, it's been a brilliant day, 10 till 10. I've been here from about 11, 12-ish, and I've gotten all the rides that I've wanted to today. Unfortunately, Grand National's not in operation, however, hopefully it'll be back in 2022 and smoother than ever. But yeah, honestly, I've been on everything today. I've been on Infusion, Big Dipper, all those rides, Big One and Icon many times. I think even went on Big One 3 times. It's not been as busy as I thought it would actually. So yeah, the queue times are quite low, only about an hour average for each ride, 40 minutes even for some. But yeah, Nickelodeon Land, it just shut at 9 PM rather than 10 PM, which is obviously understandable because probably little children aren't staying here until 10 PM. But yeah, it's been a brilliant day. The Halloween theming, it's not on the levels of Thorpe Park or Alton Towers, but if you do want the dedicated Halloween event, then I do recommend checking out Journey to Hell. It's a fantastic event. There's a lot to be improved on, however there's a lot that is good about the event. My arm's hurting there, but yeah, it's quite chilly, my hat's on, my gloves are on. It's been a great day, and of course, if you do want to come out the Pleasure Beach a little bit earlier, you can also experience Pasty de Terror. It's not part of the Pleasure Beach, however, it is an upcharge, and it opens at 11:30, and it does look pretty good. I've been in there before. It's a good walk through. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but yeah, it was a pretty good walk through. Got some good scares in there. But yeah, back onto the topic of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's been a great day. The queue times have been low. There's been lots of good operations today as well. I've also got one of those coffee refill cup things. They're about £10, which isn't too bad really, because I filled it up about 100 times with hot chocolate and tea. So yeah, it was definitely worth getting that if you are going to have a lot of hot drinks, especially when it's cold weather like this in Blackpool and you might get blown off the promenade. But yeah, that wraps up my day from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's been absolutely fantastic. Come check it out. Well, by the time you see this, it'll probably be the end of the season. But yeah, thank you for watching the Park Enthusiast, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.